Well, Aleix Espargaro, this is an excellent lap. How often have we seen this side, not just in practice sessions, in qualifying sessions as well, when Aleix, you feel like he's under big pressure, his back's against the wall, does he come out swinging or what?
Perfectly put. When Aleix is back against the wall and we're all wondering if he can come out, he has pretty much every time this year. So top job. I've got to say, if Jack can get another lap in like he did before, he has the pace to go right to the top.
Here comes Aleix Espargaro then, out of the final corner, turn 14. He'll come over the line very shortly. He just has a quick glance there at the big screen, probably a quick glance at his pit board as well. He picks up 5 places. He moves up from 10th to 5th then with a 1:56.093. You can just feel the tension, can't you? You can feel it from inside those garages, particularly with the teams involved in this championship chase. A big shake of the head there from Bagnaia as he comes in to the pits. He's going to swap bikes here, isn't he? Bagnaia talked to Jack Appleyard in that delayed Moto2 qualifier, a bit like he struggled in Mandalika, just getting temperature in that Michelin front rain tyre. That was his big issue in the Indonesian Grand Prix, where he's normally good in rain conditions, isn't he, Bagnaia, in the past, but he was down in 15th place over in Lombok at the start of the season, and this is a big 4 minutes coming up for the number 63, as he's still marooned down in 11th place.
So he's obviously got 2 bike setups in wet, you know, to be able to change, but rather than just change the rear tyre. And I've got to suspect that the guys want a brand new soft rear Michelin tyre for the last minutes.
Look at this coming in from Marc Márquez. He already sits in pole position with a 1:55.698. He's charging again on that factory Honda RC213V. Guess where Marc Márquez's last MotoGP pole position was? It was right here, the Japanese Grand Prix in Motegi, pre his serious right arm injury in Motegi. Here we go then. Yellow flags are back out in Sector 3. How decisive will that be? Miguel Oliveira is in Sector 3 right now. Just wonder whether that lap might go. Jack Miller as well. How crucial will that be? Will they lose those laps? Because it was going to be close here for Miller. Márquez, Repsol on the snaking sideways. In fact, it is Oliveira that has gone down. Here is Marc Márquez then. He was through the yellow flag drama for Miguel Oliveira. At the moment, still on that front row in 3rd place. Here comes the 8 times world champion, though. 3 times he's been crowned MotoGP king here in Motegi. Over the line he comes, and he finds yet another best time of the session. He increases his advantage, a 1:55.214. Márquez now nearly 6/10 clear of Johann Zarco in 2nd.
Really impressive, isn't it? First wet sessions back, first wet day back on the bike, and straight to the top.
Amazing performance this by Marc Márquez. You can't believe it, can you? With all of his injury problems, that last pole position coming right here 3 years ago. Santi Hernandez, he can barely watch. He's on the radio, isn't he? Probably just communicating to the team. They'll have spotters out on circuit, won't they? Márquez there at the moment. Pecco Bagnaia, he had a lap scrubbed off for a yellow flag infringement. At the moment, this is a bit of a disaster for the Ducati man. He's last now in this Q2 session. Bagnaia pushed to 12th with a 1:58.539. What can he find in the final 2 minutes of this session? Here comes Zarco. You knew he would be a big contender for pole position, having top Q1. That's exactly what he's doing at the moment. Through turn 7, where Miller had the big scare a few moments ago. No problems for Zarco. And look at this by the Frenchman. He's flying, isn't he? Into the 3rd sector now goes Zarco. He's up by just over 0.2 of a second. 90 seconds of this dramatic Q2 session remaining here in Motegi. Marc Márquez on course for pole position, but there's a late attack coming here from Zarco.
Jack Binder. Brad Binder as well.
Yeah, Binder also looking really strong on the KTM. He's had a superb 2nd sector. Quattararo trying to find a bit of, or avoid some traffic. Fabio Quattararo has been pushed back down to the middle of the 2nd row in 8th place. Our title contenders at the moment, Aleix Espargaro is 7th, Quattararo in 8th, and Bagnaia down in 12th place. Johann Zarco's lost time in that 3rd sector. So at the moment, he won't be troubling Marc Márquez. He'll get one more crack at it here, Zarco. He's going to come over the line for one more flying lap in this wet MotoGP qualifying session here in Motegi. He powers the Ducati out of turn 14. Over the line he comes. It's the best of the session for the Frenchman with a 1:55.422, but he still needs to find over 0.2 to take pole away from Marc Márquez. Look at this from Maverick Vinales as well. Binder lost a whole chunk of time in the third and fourth splits. We'll track the South African over the line. He can't improve on 6th place. Last flying lap coming in for him. But here comes Maverick Vinales, the Top Gun firing. Lost a bit of time in that third sector. But at the moment, Vinales in 9th place.
Matt, Quartararo was on a good lap, only a couple of tenths down, rolled out of it. Must have been a mistake or someone in his way. Now is his last chance to improve.
Vinales, he was pushing hard on the front end of that Aprilia, wasn't he? Into the 90-degree corner, a bit of a twitch on the front end. He has to make this lap count because the checkered flag is out. Oliveira's crash has proven costly because he's off the front row now in 4th place. Maverick Vinales goes up in the 3rd. Great late charge then by the Spaniard on the factory Aprilia. A 1:55.620 has pushed Vinales onto the front row in 3rd place. Brad Binder's had a superb first sector again on his current lap. Fastest first sector by nearly a 10th of a second. Nothing at the moment going for Jack Miller. He's down in 4th place. There's going to be no All Ducati lockout of the front row for the 4th race in succession here in 2022.
But Brad Binder's having another go, trying to put it together.
This would be awesome by Binder. He's absolutely mullered the first 2 sectors. He's nearly 3 tenths up the South African. You can see his name there, bottom of your picture. Up by nearly 3 tenths right now is Binder on the factory KTM. Marquez is 1:55.214, has pole. Zarco runs wide then. Zarco, the best he can hope for is going to be 2nd place. Jorge Martin in 4th. Here comes Binder. He's lost time in that 3rd sector. It seems like sector 3 is the problem sector for all the riders on this lap. Another twitch on the front end there for Binder. He's going all in here, isn't he, as you'd expect. Binder, the former Moto3 world champion, then through the final couple of corners, turn 13. He'll bank it hard right now for 14. Is Brad Binder getting himself on the front row of the grid here in Motegi? Over the line, he'll come very, very shortly. Bit of wheelie out of the victory corner. Over the line he comes. He does get on the front row. Brad Binder with a 1:55.537. Brilliant by the 27-year-old. That would be Brad Binder's first front row start in the MotoGP World Championship. Fabio Quartararo takes the checkered flag. That is it. Game over. Marc Márquez is back. He takes pole position for the first time in 3 years. The smiles are back on the faces of Alberto Puig and Takeo Yokoyama. Márquez then takes pole position here in Honda's home Grand Prix.